For centuries, they've put their lives on the line protecting us. Now, more firefighters are faced with a personal battle: cancer. The exposure to harmful toxins is putting crews at an elevated risk. But as 10 on Your Side's Joe Fisher tells us, cities in our area are working together to reduce the threat.
Fire officials say new materials in buildings, appliances, and furniture have increased firefighters' exposure to carcinogens. So much of being a firefighter is focused on protecting others, but leaders now say to reduce the cancer threat, crews need to start thinking about themselves and their own safety. It's a profession steeped in tradition.
My father was a firefighter.
A career of selfless service is what these men and women bought into.
It was important to me because I made a difference.
Now they're finding out the risk of the job extends well beyond the fire lines.
So I feel that eventually cancer will probably kill me.
Julianne Warner joined the Newport News Fire Department in 1994, forced to retire early in 2014.
I wanted to still be with the fire department. It just broke my heart.
It was breast cancer for her, but she's far from an isolated case.
My battalion chief diagnosed in April with lung cancer, dead by June.
A tough loss on the department.
That was really hard.
And it keeps happening. A government study from 2013 shows firefighters are 2 times more likely to get testicular cancer. There's an increased risk for multiple myeloma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, skin and prostate cancers too.
You really have to make a stance on this.
Fire safety officers say materials found in homes today put crews in even more danger. These thermal images show toxins can even seep through protective gear, entering the bloodstream. The neck area particularly susceptible to exposure.
50 to 100 years ago, your homes were basically made with wood, cloth, material, and glass. And now we have plastics, we have foams, we have coatings on the furniture.
Those toxins remain on firefighters' gear. Departments have been forced to change the way they do business.
In the past, we come out of a fire, take the gear off because you're hot and nasty, throw it in the back of the truck. It's continuing to off-gas at this time.
Chief Deborah Gaudette is Virginia Beach's safety officer.
If you have this disease, chances are pretty good you got it from firefighting.
She's a 2-time cancer survivor herself.
To see me bald, I think, was a shock to a lot of the guys, but it was also a realization to them that, hey, this is real. This can happen to anybody.
Now she and other departments are teaching firefighters to keep their breathing masks on longer and to use wipes after service calls. That's followed by a decontamination procedure to wash particulates off their gear and a shower after each call. It's been a process in getting firefighters on board.
And the guys on the street in the stations were like, oh, this is so stupid. And I kept thinking, no, 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 save yourself. You know, don't become a statistic.
A regional effort in brainstorming best practices is a start, but safety officers say even more needs to be done. That includes providing firefighters with an additional set of gear.
But we are reducing our exposure, and that is the whole plan of all this.
The hope is to keep firefighters on the job, saving their own lives while helping to save ours. And officials say state and federal grant money has reduced in recent years. That's made it more difficult for departments to purchase newer equipment. In the meantime, they say it's all about training, getting firefighters, both new and old, to realize possibly the biggest danger of their job is one they can't see. I'm Joe Fisher, 10 on Your Side.